day, man. Rodney, I love you. What a day. Dude, when I walked into work today, 8:30, my first client was waiting for me in the parking lot. That deal went from 8:30 to basically 12:30. And then right after that deal, my other people came. And you know what's crazy? I didn't think that was a deal. I even shared about it in my last entry. I thought it was a fake deal. She came in with all the cash. I'm really proud of them kids, man. It's awesome. And then, so I delivered that car. I had to deliver my other car, and then ended up getting somebody needed help with another person, and I worked that all the way till 7:30. So basically I bailed again today, and that's fine. I'm cool with that, but I feel a little sick. I know the kids are sick, and I'm feeling it. So there ain't no going in home. There ain't no calling in tomorrow. I need to make like $4,000 tomorrow. There it is. I need to make $4,000 tomorrow, and I need to sell four cars tomorrow. Basically. Shit, man. Water. Oh, this is gonna be a weird entry. So I have to go in tomorrow, regardless of how I feel. And I gotta grind like I did today. I need 2.5 deals tomorrow. 4, really. If I can end the month with 18 cars, though, yeah, 20 is better. It sucks that I won't get 20. But considering where I was like 2 weeks ago, sitting there asking myself if I'm even good enough to this point, I really need to go to the gym tomorrow. But like, no buts. I need to go to the gym tomorrow too. What a fucking roller coaster, man. With everything going on. You know, sending fucking weird videos and fucking emotions like this. Not making enough money. Grinding for the last couple, like all week, 2 weeks. Just grinding. You know, I asked for perseverance. This is it. If I can make enough to pay my rent, if I can make enough to keep that water on, just enough time to get to where I transition in, and then that's going to be a fucking shit show. But, you know, I'll save, $750 a month. There's a car payment or two. I gotta pull this off, man. I got one day to do it. Yeah, between that and last night at the store, I'll tell you what, I've been a wreck. I'm grateful, man. I really am. I wasn't that professional today, that's for sure. I'll have to admit that. I was all over the place. James is right. Shit, I said sound like a fucking prima donna today. Two new cars and a certified. And another new delivery. You know, when you really think about it, Ronnie, you ain't that big of a deal. Quit acting like it. But it that worked though. So, tomorrow, new day. Today, great day. I fucking killed it today. Killed it yesterday. It's gonna have to be enough. My voucher looks so much better. I'll give it that. It looks so much better. Gave me a little light in the tunnel. But it ain't enough, man. I'm not gonna say out loud what it is. It ain't enough. I know what I need to make. 3 grand away. 4 grand away. 4 grand locks it. You know, that locks it. If I can somehow push out fucking 4 cars tomorrow or 3 cars tomorrow, you know, by the grace of God and by my ability and my recovery, I will feel like I came back from a freaking low, man. I got a gang of Energy C's. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. You know, I really do feel like I need to hit the gym tomorrow and get after it. I feel like that's gonna be the difference maker for me. You know, it's just another thing to overcome. Just another thing to overcome. I like where things are going though. I do like that. I like how things are turning into something. You know, my recovery and my mind. I've been able to calculate better lately. More, it's different. It feels different, you know, like the deal today, the way it all worked out. It was like that movie Hero. If you ever seen that movie Hero, it's a Jet Li movie. Saw it in the theater. Subtitle. It wasn't subtitled. So it was subtitled, so I had to watch it. I had to read it, which is fine. You know, my son likes that. But there's a scene in that movie where he's fighting this guy and it's in the rain, and they both got their swords like at their shoulders. You know how they like pose, and they got their legs spread, and then they got their elbows out to the front, and they got the swords. And I think the guy had a spear or something. I don't remember. Something like that. They were posed, and they both closed their eyes, and it was like a dream. And the fight happens in slow motion, in like black and white or whatever, you know, dream fucking color. And they do all this shit, you know, like they fucking like, you know, like they hit the, you know, like it's all choreographed, and like they're just standing there, but that shit is happening all the way to the end, right, of that dream. And then the dream ends, and then the guy in the background plays the song, like he hits the mandolin, I think it's a mandolin, and then they actually do the fight, and it goes to the T of the dream, and the result ends the way that they visioned it. And that's how my first deal went down today. I'm not trying to say I'm fucking the Jet Li of sales, I'm not, but what I'm saying is, from last night, the setup, to coming in and then going down like that, from what I pulled up to what I pulled up again to what I showed, and then to what they actually got. And yeah, my manager got on me about slowing down and stuff, but and he's right, you know, like he's not wrong. I need to slow it down, work the deal differently, but it went like they wanted something else, and it all just, and then he left in the car that I visioned last night before he got there, and it all just played out. It's beauty, man. Like, if you do this for a living, it's just beauty. Like, when that kind of thing works out, you know, like, there's an art form to what we do for a living. And I'm not gonna, this ain't a sales video, so I'm not gonna go into that, but that was the first one, and then the second one went like that. Ultimately to the car that I had the vision first, showing two other cars and stuff, and it just panned out. I really like what I do for a living, but it doesn't fulfill my purpose. Like, the feeling I had yesterday when I like intervened with those bullies felt a lot more fulfilling. And who knows what even came about that, but somebody just fucking crushed, man, and then just helping them make them feel better. Maybe they do something about it. That feels like something I feel like I could do for a long time. 80 or whatever. But it doesn't compare to what we can make with that sword scene in the sales game. I love that shit, man. My ego was like almost through the roof. Like, messaged and said, you know, 2 down, you know, 1 more to go. And I could have just, I had to catch I'm proud of myself. I didn't send out some bullshit, you know, like, when I sell cars and I'm like flowing and it's busy and it's just clicking and shit, that's when my ego is like the worst, I realize. That's when I feel most comfortable. Like, I feel like a fucking badass. And that's where I'm most dangerous. I can remember selling 4 cars in a day and getting loaded that night and then calling in the next day, because I can remember selling 6 cars in one day and feeling like a fucking badass, and that was my reward. Let's go get loaded. And then and then ultimately lose my job. You know? And that 6 cars was like pre-COVID. Like, people weren't doing that shit. Not to, like, I'm tooting my horn there, but like, that was, you know, and that's just not like, that's where I need to like pay attention. I need to pay attention to when I'm like that, where I feel like I'm in my element. I feel like I'm good. That's where I need to hone it and say, okay, hold on, man, you're about to say something stupid to somebody, you know. Bring it back a second. Bring it back. Not like remember you were getting fucked up and doing dumb shit, but bring it back and just hone it. You can appreciate it in a different way. And the work ain't finished, so it's like I can't even like appreciate today because the work ain't fucking done. You know, a coworker has told me today, he's like, bro, you're fucking grinding. And I was like, I know, man, it just ain't enough. And I remember this guy that my old mentor, I remember telling him something like that, and he was like, saying enough, man. And I thought to myself back then, this was, you know, fuck, man, a long time ago, 2013, what is that, fucking 12 years ago or whatever. I remember sitting there like, oh, man, how the fuck can somebody not just be like super excited about that? And now I get it. I get it now. Pump the brakes, man. This job is just for today. Like, it's just for today, man. Tomorrow's a new day. I need to fucking you know, crush it tomorrow. So anyways, I just need to get all that off my chest. The highs and the lows. Maybe it'll calm my ass down. So, good job today, Rodney. You did good on that floor. And keep going. Don't take your foot off the gas. And if you can feel the sickness kicking in now. Even worse now that you've sat down and you've calmed down. Pray and just know that you have enough energy to grind through this, because you used to come in all fucking sick and it was like way bad. This is just something that you're gonna have to ignore and push through, and you can do it because you won't be sweaty or nothing. So it's gonna be okay, man. You got this.